Thank you, sir, for this opportunity. Without a shared past, there can be no shared future. I am privileged to appear before you and discuss the operation of the Mukti Bahini, which was formed immediately after the Operation Genocide called Searchlight was launched by Pakistan military. After the discussion in the Indian Parliament, in which a resolution was passed by Srimati Indira Gandhi that assistance will be given to the people of Bangladesh, on the 4th of April 1971, all the senior commanders of the Mukti Bahini got together in a place called Teliapara in Sylhet, where the formation of the Mukti Bahini was made, with Colonel M.A.G. Osmani, a British officer, and the retired officer, member of the parliament, as the commander-in-chief.
So, altogether, how many force contingents of the Mukti Bahini were there?
We had only 5 infantry battalions. During Operation Searchlight, 2 of the battalions were almost routed. In sleep, they were killed. East Bengal Regimental Center, 1,500 recruits were killed in their sleep. So we had 3 battalions intact, 2 battalions half, and 15,000 of paramilitia called East Pakistan Rifles, who fought brilliantly, and they were officered 50% Bengali and 50% Pakistanis, and 75% soldiers were EPRs, and they started the fight actually, and the Mukti Bahini started being organized.
Well, every Indian Army officer who took part in Bangladesh, including myself, says that without the sterling contribution of the Mukti Bahini, this victory would not have been possible. So what do you think was one key operation of the Mukti Bahini, very quickly?
Very quickly, sir. First of all, without the training, logistic, arms and ammunition operation plan provided to us initially by BSF, later on by the competent Indian officers, Mukti Bahini couldn't also have done the job they have done. That is an acknowledgement of fact. One of the biggest operations Mukti Bahini did was the naval commando operation. 499 naval commandos were trained in Bhagirathi River. They destroyed about 122 vessels, cutting down entire operation base and supply routes of Pakistan through the rivers. That was a fantastic job.
That was a fantastic commando operations which resulted in that momentous occasion, 4:55 p.m. on the Dhaka race course, where the surrender ceremony takes place, and Lieutenant General A.K. Niazi unconditionally signs the surrender of the Pakistan military forces before General Arora. On the 17th of December, a great operation takes place, Operation Rescue, to rescue the current Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, and Ashok Tara led that operation. Ashok Tara.
As everybody knows, the 16th December 71, the Pak Army surrendered to Indian Army. However, some of the places that they don't have the information about this surrender. And our information was the family of Sheikh Mujir Rahman, who was house arrested, could be killed before they leave the house. I was ordered to go and rescue them. When I reached close to that house at Dhan Mandi, there was a big crowd that they stopped me and told me that if you go ahead, you would be killed. And they showed me a dead body of a person who was just killed before me. However, keeping in view the situation and the task given to me, I have handed over my weapon to my Jawan and tried to win over the enemy psychologically. I moved without arm in front of the house and told them, reminded them about the surrender of the Pak Army. However, they did not agree with me. But as I was without arm and told them that an army officer without arm in front of them.
So you did get Sheikh Hasina and other members of the Mujib family out of that house?
Yes. And they threatened me to kill with their loaded weapon, and one of the
they-
sentries
and these-
rifle were touching my body.
And Ashok Tara, these were Pakistani soldiers
Yes, Pakistani soldiers.
who did not know that the surrender had taken place.
Yes.
After Ashok Tara's rescue of Sheikh Hasina, let's wind up. Minister, what grand lessons can we learn from the victory in Bangladesh?
One is communication, communicating your problems. One was the unity of purpose. One was the firm, decisive leadership.
And Ian Cardozo?
At
Quickly.
one point of time, I asked the defense minister, do we have a national strategy? I was told, if we won the war in 71 without a national strategy, we don't need one today. The lesson we need to take is, what happened in 71 will never happen again. We need to have a national strategy.
We do need a national strategy as we did indeed in 1971. And 5 seconds.
So our first aim initially was not to take over Dhaka. It became possible because the dominance of the air completely. With that, heli operations, paradrop operations, containment
So the mastery of the skies enabled the launch of other operations. If I can add during the conclusion that General Jacob bamboozling General Niazi into signing the surrender instead of a ceasefire was a great event. We fought a just and righteous war. In fact, the first credible R2P, the right to protect, and in fact, the last conventional war was fought in 1971 before we have transited into the era of low intensity conflict. The role of Mukti Bahini can never be forgotten, and the Treaty of Peace and Friendship with the Soviet Union was the lasting glue that made this victory possible. So, on the eve of Vijay Diwas, we at Defence Watch recall India's finest hour, which will be celebrated countrywide tomorrow, 16th December. India will commemorate one of the greatest military triumphs of the 20th century. We salute those who became martyrs and the veterans who fought the epic campaign, including the Mukti Jodhas. That's all for now. Thanks for Defence watching. Till next time, same time, goodbye and namaskar.